So how can you use social media to tell stories? I've got some thoughts on that. Stay tuned. Hi guys, it's me Ginger, and I'm making a quick video today about telling stories. And obviously that's something that's very important to me because I'm a writer. I publish books, I tell stories all the time. But beyond telling stories through long form fiction and writing books and stuff, I tell stories in other ways. In fact, I've had jobs, corporate jobs, in which my job description has been storyteller. 2 years ago, almost the day actually, I was in Mumbai, India, giving a presentation on telling stories, and it was an incredible experience. And I thought, maybe I would tell you guys a little bit about that and my thoughts on it. I was kind of inspired. I was just listening to the Selling Secrets podcast by Josh Gay, and he had this Sunday he had David Zaritsky from the Bond Experience on as a guest. And David Zaritsky started off in the advertising and marketing world as a storyteller, and that's how he's developed his career. And it's very similar to, I've always been a storyteller, and stories are incredibly powerful things. And in this day and age, with social media and TikTok and YouTube and Twitter and all these different ways in which you can broadcast really concise snippets of things, storytelling has become one of those watchwords that people use and bandy about all the time, but very few people actually understand what storytelling is, and especially what storytelling is in the context of short form stories, like very, very short things, a tweet, or an image on Instagram, or a TikTok video. How do you tell stories in a very concise way? And that's interesting. In the Selling Secrets podcast, David Zaritsky talked about how you have to get whoever you're talking to insert themselves into the story. If you have something in it that resonates and feels real to them, they feel immersed in the story, and that's a very, very powerful way to do that. For me, though, I think the best way to tell a story on social media is actually by taking people on a journey, because that's really what stories are. I mean, when I write long form stories, when I write a novel, I use an actual structure to plot out my story. It's based on Dan Harmon's story circle. Dan Harmon's the guy who does Rick and Morty and Community and stuff, and he's developed an 8-step process that's a circle that takes you on a journey. You start off, the first step is establish your protagonist. What does your protagonist need? What does your protagonist do to get that? Then what goes wrong? What does your protagonist realize about themselves? What is the sacrifice the protagonist makes? And then how do they come back to the beginning, the place it all started, as a changed individual? That is a long form story, and that is like a beautiful way of communicating with people and building a connection with people. But when you're talking about a tweet or something like that, you don't have all of this depth to go into this huge 8-step journey of telling a story. But you can still take people on a journey, and that's where it really all stems from, is taking people on a journey. And the way you do that is through emotion. And this is how you tell stories on social media. You make people feel emotions. This is how the most successful writers succeed, because people read their books and they feel emotions. And if you can make someone feel an emotion and then take them on a journey to feel another emotion, that is a story. That journey is the story. And on social media, a great example of that would be, let's stick up here a picture of a poor, malnourished, neglected dog. If you posted this on social media, it would hopefully, if you're not a sociopath, make you feel an emotion. You'd be like, oh my God, that's so sad. That poor, poor dog. And then, if you go through the journey to the other side, which I think is up here, I have to remember my left and right, you can see the next stage in this journey, the next destination in this journey, which is a picture of the dog now happy, healthy, beefy. A police officer found this neglected dog, gave the dog a family, fed the dog, nurtured the dog. The dog even became an active canine dog with the police force, and this dog is now happy and healthy and wags its tail, and it makes you feel uplifted. And that is telling a story. You start off with something sad, and it makes you feel sad to see it, and then you take people and viewers and readers or whatever onto a journey where they feel another emotion. They feel happy and uplifted. Another example could go the complete opposite way. So if I can remember my left and right again, let's have a picture here of like a young couple madly in love, And that should make you feel happy and excited. And maybe there's still some vestige of romance left in that withered strip of jerky that is your heart. It puts a smile on your face. And then you see the next picture where you see the same couple. She's in a hospital bed wearing a wedding dress. It turns out she has cancer. She is going to pass away. And before she dies, her husband, well, her boyfriend marries her in a hospital bed so she can die as part of this loving couple that they're there. And that makes you feel sad and heartbroken, but also it's a little bittersweet. And that, again, is a story. And it really is no different to how you tell a bigger story. If you were going to write a 70,000 word novel and you're going to go through each of the 8 steps of Dan Harmon's story circle, what you want to do is start off with introducing your protagonist. You want your reader to feel an emotion about your protagonist. And then when you find out what it is your protagonist needs, that inspires another emotion. Like your protagonist, you could start off with, oh, they've got the plot to high point. Oh, it's a woman with a cute, sweet daughter, and then her daughter gets kidnapped, so she needs her daughter back. First chapter where you establish her, it's like, isn't she a wonderful mother? Don't you love her? And then the next one, it's like, oh my God, don't you feel the heartbreak and agony as her child is stolen? Fear and anxiety that must be going through her. And that's it. It's a journey. It's always about a journey. Making people feel an emotion and then taking them to another place where they feel a different emotion. And if you're on social media, you can do that through 2 pictures. If you're writing a tweet, you can write a single tweet that makes somebody feel that emotion and then twists it at the end. And that same technique works when you write long form fiction. It's always about triggering emotions. Emotions are the most powerful thing, the most powerful tool in a storyteller's craftsman box of tools. So yeah, if you are trying to tell a story on social media, the trick to it is to make people feel something. If you can make somebody feel something, then you can reach into them and touch them in a way that nothing else can do. So, I don't know. Maybe I'm talking crap. If you think so, let me know in the comments down below. But other than that, maybe this has been interesting and valuable to you. And if so, let me know in the comments down below as well. Anyway, thanks very much. It was nice to have a little bit of a chat about something that I'm passionate about, and I will speak to you again soon. Ciao. I'm Roland Hume. I've sold 67,000 copies of my books. If you want to find out how I did it, I've got a link right here you can click. And otherwise, don't forget to subscribe. I've got more videos coming soon. Thank you.